My name is Stella Mudhoni Wajao. I come from Thika, and I've come here because of injustice that had done to me in the court of law. My late husband, who died in 2015, had bought land in Maraloi estate, and he was sold the land by somebody by the name John Dairo, who was a shareholder of Maraloi Farmers Company Limited. And when we bought the land about 21 years ago. That is on 30th of March 1993. After buying the land, we started preparing for the construction in the month of July. We started constructing, and in 2021, as our workers were going on, a person by the name Gekaria came and told my workers that the plot is his, belongs to him, and he's the one who had bought it. Immediately after that, my husband went to Maraloi Farmers Company, who wrote a letter saying that my late husband owned the farm. And I even have the letter that they wrote. They also called the so-called Gekaria, and the document he brought were vague. So we continued with the construction, and after that, he took the case to court. The court case went on up to 2005. It stopped for some time until when my late husband died in 2015. And then they came back to me. Being a widow, my thinking is that they thought that I was vulnerable and I can be pushed left and right. We went to court, and the most interesting thing is that the document I produced were very authentic. But the document produced by Gekaria were vague. But contrary to that, the judge who listened to this court, even after going through all that, has said that Gekaria has won the case. And I'm wondering, where do widows in Kenya go when they have land cases? We have heard of widows being punished by relatives because of property. Now, if you be expecting the same in court, where are we going as widows? Who do we go to? Who do we cry to? If a whole judge can give the long judgment for a case like that. The one on the right hand is mine, and the one on the left hand is for Gekaria. Looking at mine, you can see that we have the stamp. The stamp duty has been stamped, and we also have the revenue. The revenue duty has also been stamped. Look at Gekaria's. It doesn't have any of them. Look at them again. At the top, you can see my husband's name, Same Joroge Maina, and the one he brought from, John Dairo, is typed, and the address is given. If you look at the left one, the Gekaria, it's handwritten at the top edge. They didn't even know where it is, even interfering with some other writings. It's handwritten and done in the wrong place, and it's not typed. Those are the major differences. And this one for Gekaria, which is vague, was taken as the right one, and mine considered vague. Jameni, even when one is a layman, who cannot see this clear difference? Who cannot see this? This is the white paper I said was inserted in the old register. This is where they tried to doctor and inserted Gekaria's name. Instead of inserting Gekaria's name as a person who has bought from the shareholder, they wrote Gekaria's name as the shareholder. And yet in the agreement, in the stock of shares I've just shown you, you have seen Gekaria bought from a shareholder. Then you wonder, was Gekaria a shareholder, or did he buy from a shareholder? Looking at this document, you know, when you are doctoring things, sometimes things sometimes things don't work the way you want. The Q squeezed my husband's names at the head as the person who has bought the land from the shareholder. So it still holds. Same Joroge Maina. At the end, they squeezed there, but they put it. I think they forgot, and they just found themselves writing because they were doing the wrong things. When the surveyor, the land is surveyed, you are given a yellow card. I have the yellow card, but Gekaria did not have one. I'm looking at the cut and paste information that Gekaria has given in his papers, and the doctored registers. They have carried the day. They have carried the day because they are saying that Gekaria has won. And I'm wondering, what is wrong? What went wrong? Did I hear properly? I'm wondering, and I don't know what to do. But I know. But I don't. Somebody is going to hear my voice, and something will be done to it. And pleading with our beloved President Samoei Ruto to help me in this case. I know his office is capable. I know he cares for widows. I know he cares for orphans because my children are partial orphans. And I'm a widow. And I'm sure through this, I'm not only doing it for myself, but other widows who have gone through the same kind of judges, who have suffered as a result, we also come up. I'm praying and trusting that a committee, I don't know whether it's a committee or what will be formed, that the widows will be listened to, because we cannot continue like that in this Kenya. Because that is like killing, that is like death. And it's not allowable in our country. So President Samoei Ruto, hear my cry and do something for me.